Hey there! Last week we were in Florida with a man that loves a mouse. This week we're in Wisconsin with a woman that loves her cats. This is We Keep Moving.
This shelter is located in the quiet community in Greendale, Wisconsin, in Southridge Mall. Being here in the mall, we have walk-by traffic all day long. It's a really nice environment for the cats to live. Hi, Jason.
Hi, Amy.
Welcome.
Nice to meet you.
Nice to meet you. Come on in.
So, shelter in the mall, huh?
We had to apply for the occupancy permit from the village. They said no 6 times. When someone tells me no, all I really hear is try again or try harder. Since we opened here in early 2006, we have placed over 2,500 animals. Placing an animal in a family is exhilarating. To see the look on their face from the moment that they come into the shelter and they describe what they're looking for, and we can pair them with the companion that we think is just perfect for them, there is no feeling like it.
Amy's love of animals is unquestionable. It is every part of every day we live. Not only do we have 3 dogs and 3 cats of our own, she takes care of all the strays that come in.
I received my MS diagnosis November 8th, 2007. In my process of diagnosis, when we kind of had a suspicion that it was going to come back as MS, and I had started doing my research and started getting scared that by Christmas I was convinced I was going to be in a wheelchair. I actually had hired a business consultant to come in because I thought in my head, I have to get my volunteers ready to take this over. Very quickly, I got real and I made peace with it, and I said, it is what it is. I have a great family. I have other things besides MS. My animals get me out of bed every day, whether I'm feeling good or feeling bad. They need to eat, they need to be walked, they need to be taken care of. The motivation that I have to continue my work in animal welfare and my dedication to my family is ultimately my son Jack. When I met Jason in 2005, he had already had Jack from a previous relationship.
When I first introduced Jack to Amy, I was really nervous. I was a single parent, and Jack and I were the only ones we had each other for 11 years. To bring Amy into our lives was not done lightly. But once she was in our lives, I knew it was a match. Jack connected with her on a level that he never connected with me even.
We decided we were going to dedicate everything to him, that we would not have any children ourselves. He would be our life, our family together, the 3 of us. After my diagnosis, I had spent several days talking with my husband about how were we going to explain this to Jack. I had just adopted him the year before, so there was all sorts of transition with that. So I was nervous that he was going to have abandonment anxiety, feeling like, I just got this mom, now is something going to happen to her? His reaction was so strong and so positive. Knowing that he was going to be there for me, I knew that I had to be there for him. And that was the moment that I said, here we go, game on.
The bond between Amy and Jack since she's been diagnosed has only gotten stronger. He notices things as well when she's having a bad day.
I kind of see the bad days. She is a lot more tired than usual.
On my bad days, I walk into a lot of things. I drop a lot of things. I trip no matter what. On the days that my body is not working, it reminds me even more to be grateful and to be thankful. When I am falling asleep at night and I have this wonderful husband next to me and my son downstairs and thinking about my family all over the city, I'm grateful to have the family that I do and the health that I do. My dad got into biking probably in the early 90s, and he was looking for a way that he could turn his biking into giving back. He heard about Bike MS, got involved, and has been riding ever since.
In 2007, when Amy was diagnosed, that's when we said we're really committed, and we started the Sprocket Rockets team. Last year we had 20, and this year we hope to have 30 riders.
Last year, Amy decided we would do it as a family. I ran support, drove the support vehicles and picked people up, but she was a super trooper.
I had to stop after 30 miles, so Jason and I drove along. Every rest stop we would stop and we would wait for the team to come through. And Jack, without fail, at every rest stop was the first one to roll in. He's like, I have to keep going, I have to keep going. We weren't sure that he would finish the ride. It was his first year doing it, and he did, 150 miles. We were so proud.
I know Amy wanted to go as far as she could, but I really told her all we want to do is finish together. We're all going to stop at the last rest stop before the finish and ride in together.
Jack and Amy, they finished together. He rode into the finish line with her. So it was an emotional day. It was an emotional day for everybody.
I have used my MS diagnosis not as an excuse for any failures, but as a motivator for all of my successes. It's only made me stronger and more determined. I have these animals that are counting on me, and I'm just not going to let this define anything.
The thing I'm most proud about with Amy is the way she reacted to her diagnosis. She didn't pity herself or invite pity. It just really put everything in perspective in life that, you know, yes, she has this disease, but she's a lot better off than a lot of people, and she appreciates that.
I move my life forward every day by not looking back, but I also don't look too far forward. I know that there may be a day that I'm physically not able to do what I'm doing, so I do a lot of living in the present. I just decided a long time ago I was just going to kick ass with this and take names and not let anybody get in the way.
Make no bones about it, we keep moving. But we need you to keep voting. Not only that, we need you to tell other people to vote. This is Jason Da Silva, signing off.